WEFM, the new fresh sound.
WhatsApp us or call us at 457-9997. Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
Nebia oi, do kamya oi. That's all I remember for that intro. All right, so we are back with you for another segment of our Activated Mornings program. And we are in our Talk to Us segment. We have a call coming in.
Somebody's ready to talk to us.
All right. Talk to us, sir. Talk to us. Right. Bonjour, ça va?
Hey.
Bonjour. Santa Fe.
Yeah. I don't know what I was supposed to say after that, but yeah.
Unfortunately, when you were responding, I as you said, muted myself. But you finish off what you were talking about again. Anyway, you finish it off quite.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
You finish off quite nicely. But it's something that's on my mind, and I don't know if you or Dianna listened to that interview. When was it? Monday night when Chomo comes on. That interview with Doris Charles. Doris Charles. Doris, good morning to you wherever you are. I haven't seen you in ages, but I felt real good because this is someone I knew since she was going to girls' high school. Yeah. This is someone I knew. I think I knew her before her husband. Maxwell Charles, former MP for Central Leeward. And I know all 3 brothers I know of that Charles family. I don't know if there's any more brothers that I missed out, but I know 3 brothers. And I always admire them. I think the oldest one went to England and maybe still in England. But where Doris is concerned, I didn't realize, and especially you as a woman, that's why I want to pay tribute to her. Although I must say, I don't know if it was the wisest thing now to get into politics, at this time, at this stage of her life. I don't know. But Dave Roberts is speaking. Doris, I hope you're hearing me. I would like to wish you well anyhow. And I was, for me, like I said, I didn't expect you to be into politics at this late stage. But who knows? Maybe you can make a difference, right? But I have to say it like how I feel and how I see it. But you were I love how you were quite impressive with what you had to say. You call a guy named, a Rasta guy who I know, Shaka, as being someone who encouraged you to get into politics and so on. So I am excited about it because you're a woman. You're a woman, and it takes a lot of courage, especially where Vincentian politics is concerned, to make that plunge into our politics at this time. But like I said, I wish you well. I am not well. Otherwise, I would have really pursued you and to have a conversation with you and all of that. But I wish you well. And well, I also learned that you're divorcing and all of that, which I wasn't aware of. Hope your husband is doing well because I really admired both of you at one time. But that's how life is. That's how life is, and so on. And to all those other women, you know, you're far and few between. You know, apart from hearing that announcement. By the way, I forget the name of the party. You know, I kind of love the name
National
of the party
Liberation
too.
Movement.
Look at you.
Ay, ay, ay. like she doing there.
Boy.
Like she doing there, man. National Liberation Movement. Thank you. And that's how, you know, I try to keep, my hands, fingers, whatever, on what's going on in the country, because women, as we all appreciate, or most of us appreciate, have a very important role and have always had an important role to play in our politics. I don't know if you guys remember or know anything about Ivy Joshua. She was the first champion politician as far as females are concerned, right? And you know, I don't think anybody has really come on the scene from the days of, and those were in our early years of being able to. They were at the beginning of adult suffrage and all of that. And we have a history. I can't elaborate too much because that will take a lot of time. But with all the dominant role that women are playing now and into certain positions, I still don't think they have been able to make that breakthrough. So, congrats to you, my friend. I remember those days. Well, that's a family from the Vermont area, Vermont Valley. There were special crop of young ladies I was very close to from that era. So that's why I'm speaking so authoritatively on what I know. And there was a scene in my time. Vermont produced some nice women, young women, and all of that. I don't know if I can pinpoint any place now because it seems as though we have young women from all parts of the country, right? You could go anywhere in the country and get a nice one. But something I must ask you guys, while you emphasize on your mother, Roleza, as I hear you did that this morning, right? Did your father? I don't know your father. But I never hear you speak about your father, and this is a problem that we have in Vincent society, right? Where you don't hear anything about father, and so I believe you're one single parent, as you say, child, and maybe same goes to Dianna. So,
no, I think Dianna's different. You grew up with both
I'm a
parents.
single parent.
You grew up with
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you grew up with both parents.
No,
okay.
no.
Okay, so you see, I'm looking at what sort of foundation you girls, would have had, and which you can build on, and that's why I take time out to pay tribute to Doris Charles. Originally, well, let me not go back there because I knew by another title. You know. All right, so that's my input there.
All right, thanks, Dave.
Thank you.
All right. All right, just for this knowledge, yes, I grew up in a single parent home, but I always knew who my father was, right? No, at that time, he did not play an active role in my life. Good morning to my father. Because if he ain't listening, somebody listening. So good morning to my father.
Okay, so there's a call.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning. How about you this morning?
Morning, good morning.
Da, da,
What
da, da,
happened
da,
here?
da. What the
We
call
lost
gone?
the call. What happened?
All right,
Okay,
Mr.
I don't know.
Mason, try calling back. Something happened on our end, so try calling back, please. All right, so we are in our Talk to Us segment this morning. The worst thing is when I'm glance over the WhatsApp and read something and then I burst out laughing on it. My apologies, because persons don't know what it is I'm laughing at. All right, so we are in our Talk to Us segment. The number to call and to be interactive with us is 457-9997. You can pose a question to us if you wish to get our opinions, our thoughts on something, or if you wish to present a brand new topic that you wish for us to talk on. All right, so giving you guys exactly.
All right.
Okay, I can give seconds now. All right, hi caller, good morning.
I don't know if you're fair now.
Yes.
You're fair.
Yes.
You know, now I'm a radio fanatic, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think, you radio host, you so personal, the influence you have on people. It so happens that the people that had influence on me was never female. So I am so proud and happy and pleased to hear you. I look forward every morning now to get out of to wake, not out of my bed, but I wake knowing that I'm going to hear your voice. And I'm really happy about that. I mean, I've got, for argument's sake, my radio people who had influences, Camilla Archibald, Donnie Collins, Pinkley, and Mr. Ryan, right?
Okay.
And I don't only know them on the radio, I know them personally. Camille visits my home. Donnie, he has a daughter, I think she's now 12. If she was walking with her parents and she saw me, she would rush just to give me a hug.
Okay.
So I've known all the people personally and I met them, Now, yesterday, I forgot to tell you a little bit something about, you were talking about parents and father role and so on. And I told you my mom died when I was 14, right?
Yeah.
And my daughters, as I told you, I have 3 children. My daughter, the oldest, 2 boys, and on her 14th birthday, she came to me and her mom crying. And we asked, what's the matter? She said, well, Dad, you said when your mom died, you had to take care of your sisters. And I thought when I was 14, my mom will die and I will have to take care of my brother.
Okay.
You see what? So children really take things deeply. Another thing again, my 2 boys, when they were going to school, they come home with a letter from the headmaster for teachers to have a cricket match against parents, football or whatever. And when the children used to be so happy, especially if we beat their teachers. If we play a cricket match and we beat their teachers, the children are happy. So I like a lot of these things to take place here, get the fathers involved and so on and so forth. So that's my little say this morning, but as I said, I look forward every morning to wake, hoping to hear your voices. All right.
We're happy to hear that, Mr.
Hopefully one day, probably meet you one day, never know. But as I said, the main, I've got one television personality woman. And that woman, if she's listening, I know she wouldn't mind I calling her name. And she is Jennifer Richardson.
Okay.
She is my favorite television personality. And when Dr. Miller comes on, if she has any discussion on the television, I glued. So those 2 women, for television purpose, they're my favorite. Okay? And you 2 now are my radio favorites.
Big up, we.
Yeah.
All right, to you too as well. Thanks, Mr. Mason.
It is a pleasure.
All right, so our lines are open if you wish to be interactive with us. I see Joshua saying he couldn't be a radio host in SVG. Yes, I also want to know why, Joshua. All right. Okay, so yes, the phone lines are open, so you can feel free to call us at this time. Just going to give a quick 10 seconds, and if not, then we are going to proceed with our topic. All right, 10 seconds gone. Dianna, you had something to say.
Oh
right,
yes, the police is having a press conference this afternoon at 2:00 at, I think, the police conference room. I think that's what it said. But they are having a press conference, a media briefing press conference this afternoon, 2:00. So we can look out for that. Let's see what What
yeah,
we'll
so
hear.
you can always tune into API VC3 would carry it, so you can always tune in. Not sure if WEFM would be carrying it, but yeah, tune in, right? There are different methods in which you can tune in. So do so at 2 so that we can hear what is going to be happening. Remember, we had one last week. Let's hear if there are new strategies that are going to be put in place for as of this week coming. All right. So we're going to head into a topic just very quick. Oh, Lord, no, it's 9:43.
Oh.
All right. So you know what?
Okay.
No, let's not.
I just want to
go ahead.
You remember the other day we did a story with the young man in Dubai who remember the young boy and the girl who did their thing, and
well, give people
he was sentenced. Oh, sorry, let me see. So there was an 18-year-old boy from where did it go? Sorry. There's an 18-year-old boy from England. He had affairs with us at that time. The young lady was 17, but it seems that she had a birthday between then and now because she's now 18. They had a little bit of an engagement, and he was arrested, and he was facing a number of years in prison. He was sentenced. I can't even find back the story, but he was sentenced to 1 year. So I'm glad that he only got a year.
But why is he even being sentenced, Dianna?
Well, I mean, it's the one, at least, I mean, I would have preferred if he was not, but I'm glad that compared to the number of years that they initially wanted him to get, or they assumed that he was going to get, I'm glad that it's just one.
You see, what is the bigger topic is I guess when you go to other people's countries, you need to know what the laws are, right? Because this would have been something very normal for them in England. They met each other in Dubai. They're both from England. The boy and the girl are from England. They met in Dubai. They had a sexual relationship in Dubai. And because they had a sexual relationship in Dubai, and I think it was only recently that Dubai passed some law, the other allowing for tourists to have sex in their country. Unmarried persons, that is, right? If you were married, it was fine, but unmarried persons. And it wasn't until the young lady got back to England, while the boy was still in Dubai, while the young man was still in Dubai, why the parents of the young lady pressed charges against the young man, which was to me kind of ridiculous, because if they were in England, he would not have been faced with charges, so I guess maybe that's just one of those things where when you go to other people's countries, like learn all the laws so that you could avoid finding yourself in trouble for things that you take for granted in your own home country.
Yes, yeah. So that's basically it. Same thing there. He was sentenced to a year in prison. The young lady, she's at the time she was 17. She's now 18.
Yeah. Unfortunate, but yeah, I mean, I suppose, yes, as Dianna said, look on the brighter side with things in terms of the number of years. But for me, it's nonsense. All right, it's nonsense. So we are going to head on out of our Talk to Us at this time, and we are going to head right into today's community dateline.
3, 2, 1. WEFM is SVG.